Yes, good evening. Yes, let us start. First, we will cover some theory of circular races, number of meeting points, how are those points predicted, how are those points aligned. If somebody says find the distance of 23rd meeting point and 32nd meeting point, how to answer such questions. So first, let me revise some theory for you. At this stage, I'm covering A and B going in same direction. I'm imagining the circle track length is 600 meters. Track length, not the radius. A is going rightwards with speed 15 meters per second. B is going leftwards anti-clockwise with 25 meters per second. This would make you feel that they are traveling on a road in opposite directions. It will make you feel that this is the road length, that is the track. A is going right side, B is going left side. So follow the wording. Together they have to complete one circle. To meet, together they have to complete one circle. The distance between them is 600. Together means combined speed is 40. So A and B will meet for the first time in 15 seconds. Let us say they meet somewhere here. Here they meet for the first time. Let us assume that. So because there they have met, it is a new race now. They will again meet after 15 second, 15 second, 15 second. If they keep on traveling, they will keep on meeting in 15, 15, 15 seconds. Here, I have taught you one more approach. If I want them to meet at the starting point, how do we find the time for that? The time to meet at the starting point is LCM of time taken to complete one loop by A and B. So how much time will A take to complete a loop? 600 by 15. How much time will B take to complete a loop? 600 by 25. That turns out to be 40, 24. The LCM of these numbers is 120. Let us connect the two things. Once they start running from here, after 120 seconds, they will again meet at the starting point after 120 seconds. Up to that point, in 15 seconds, they will meet again and again and again. So 120 is what multiple of 15? 120 is what multiple of 15? 120 is 8th multiple. What I'm trying to tell you here is when they meet here, it is their 8th meeting. That means after the start, before they meet here, they have met exactly 7 times. Before they have met 7 times. So I can easily claim there are total 8 points on the circle where they can meet. These yellow points are 8 points. Now, all of this proof is theoretical approach. The more practical approach is, see, length of the track does not matter. Speed of A is 15. Speed of B is 25. The ratio between their speeds is, listen to the language, 3 and 5. What this interpretation means is, in the same time, this person will complete 3 loops as the other person completes 5 loops. So how many loops have they covered together? They have covered 8 loops. Do you remember this approach? Together they complete one loop, they will meet. Together from opposite side they travel and they meet. They have completed one loop. They are completing 8 loops. Together they are completing 8 loops. So they can meet at 8 points. Where are those 8 points? They are always equally spaced. They are always equally spaced. I will also teach you how to locate the first, second, third, fourth, but language, number of meeting points is the addition of the speed ratio when they travel in opposite directions. This is always the last meeting point. I want you to write this phrase. The last meeting point is always the starting point. Take your time, copy everything. Let me know once it is done. Acha, I'm blocking the screen. Just a little bit. So complete this. Let me know you have taken care of this. Remember that phrase. Make sure you write it somewhere. The last meeting point is always the starting point. Number of meeting points when people travel in opposite directions is decided by the addition of ratio of their speeds. Addition of ratio of their speeds. Now I can complicate this question to n number of levels. Comment done. Comment done. The left hand side is the theoretical approach. How do we reach that conclusion that there are 8 meeting points? The right hand side is more practical approach. Simply take the ratio of number of meeting points. You will always get to know how many meeting points are there. What was another way of looking at this? In opposite direction, they have to cover one circle together. Combined, they have to complete one circle. So first person completes 3 loops, other person completes 5 loops. So together they have completed 8 loops. There are 8 meeting points. Is this done? Last meeting point is always the starting point. Now out of these 8, can you locate and tell me which is the 5th meeting point? Can you locate and tell me the gap between 5th meeting point and 7th meeting point? So there's a way to understand and find that out. See here, I gave you the speed of A as 15, speed of B as 25, and you formed a ratio. The ratio is what? The ratio is 3:5. Let us say A is going to the left side. A is going to the left side. B is going to the right side. How do we precisely find out the location of the point? First, you divide the entire circle in 8 parts. Meeting point, which is the starting point, is always considered. So there are 8 dots equally spaced. There are 8 dots equally spaced. What this means is A will travel 3 partitions and B will travel the other 5. So do you see this is one partition, second partition, third partition. So this will be the first meeting point. Because A travels 3 parts, B travels the other 5. A continues. So if this is the first meeting point, you count again 3 parts. 1 part, 2 part, 3 part. This is going to be the second point of meet. Again count 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. This will be the third meeting point. Count 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. This will be the fourth meeting point. As it is common sense, if this is going to be the 8th point, opposite one will be the 4th. Common sense. Again count 3. 1, 2, 3. This is going to be the 5th point of meeting. 1, 2, 3. This is going to be 6th point of meeting. 1, 2, 3. This is going to be 7th point of meeting. This is 7th meeting point. 1, 2, and 3. This is the final and the 8th. If this is 8th point, when you want the 9th one, it will be here. When you want the 10th one, it will be here. When you want the 11th one, it will be here. So you can find any meeting point now. You can find 100th meeting point. You can find 1000th meeting point in this manner. Let us say somebody says, Hitesh, find out the, let us say, 29th meeting point. How can you write 29 as a multiple of 8? 29 looks like 3 into 8 plus 5. Listen to the language. You want to know location of 29th meeting point. In this example, 29 is 24 plus 5. Always, जो last meeting point है, you convert in the multiple of that. So 24 plus 5. So 5th meeting point will be 29th meeting point. You want to find out. You want to find out which is the 100th meeting point. 100. How can I write 100? 100 is 96 plus 4. 96 is a multiple of 8. 96 is a multiple of 8. What is plus? Plus 4. So this is the 100th meeting point. Make sure you write all of this in detail and you understand, because in linear races, they will never ask you for 30th meeting point, 40th meeting point, 100th meeting point. In a circular race, because it is repetition of same point, they can ask you this. Questions can be asked in this manner. Total points are 8. You can find out where is the 8th meeting point. What was the wording? Opposite sides, addition of ratios. Opposite sides, addition of ratios is the number of meeting points. No, 5th meeting point. +28 plus 5. 24 plus 5. 29th meeting point is 24 plus 5. 5th meeting point. Look at the location. 5th meeting point. Places कैसे गिने एक बार आप फिर से देखो. How did we count places? We moved 3 steps to find out where is A. These are not consecutive points. But अब छोड़ दो वो सब. It's not about rounds. What remains after a multiple of 8? That is the meeting point. What remains after a multiple of 8? That is the meeting point. So 5th meeting point, not 5th point on the circle, not 5th point on the circle, 5th meeting point. See, 9th meeting point is not the first meeting point, not the adjacent one I'm saying. Now, what about same direction? When people go in same direction, imagine the circle is of 600 meters length. इसमें कर लेते हैं, यहाँ कर लेते हैं. The circle is of length 600 meters. There is your A going right side 15 meter per second. There is your B going right side 25 meter per second. As soon as 1 second passes, B takes a lead of 10 meters because B has an extra speed of 10 meter per second. With every passing second, B creates a gap. B increases the gap. So it will happen that at some point, this is A, and B has created a gap of 50 meters. Later on, B has created a gap of 100 meters. The gap will keep on increasing. It will happen sometime. This is A. It could be A's second circle, third circle, does not matter. It could be A's any circle. B has taken so much lead. B has moved forward so much that B is about to overtake A. So can I say, if B wants to overtake A, B has to travel extra lap or extra round. If the faster one wants to overtake the slower one, the faster one has to travel extra round. What is the length of the circle? 600. That is one round, 600 meters. What is the extra speed? 10. Extra speed is 10. So here it will happen in 60 seconds. They will meet. That is visible? Yes, it's visible. They will meet at the starting point in 60 seconds. Now, see, direction does not matter. If I want them to meet at the starting point, time required to meet at the start is 120 seconds. Now, 120 is what multiple of this? 120 is what multiple of 60? This confirms that these athletes, these runners, can only meet at 2 points. One will be at the starting point and one will be at the opposite point. Listen to the language. If you want people to meet on a circle, you want number of points. You find out the time for first meet, the time required for the first meet. You find out the time required to meet at starting point and see what multiple is there. This is exactly what we did in the theory. Look at the theory left hand side. The first meet was 15 seconds. Meeting at the starting point was 120. 15 ka what multiple is 128? 8 point. That is a theoretical approach. First meeting point nikal lo, time nikal lo, LCM nikal lo overall and see what multiple. There are 2 meeting points. You could have reached the conclusion faster. The speed of A and the speed of B are 15 and 25. The ratio of their speeds is 3 and 5. Length does not matter. Length of the track does not matter. This means in the time t, or at the same time given to both, this fellow will complete 3 loops. It could be 600 meters, 1000 meters, 1 million miles, does not matter. This person will complete 3 loops. In the same time, this person will complete 5 loops. So how many more has he completed? He has completed 2 loops more. This tells me they will meet at 2 points, one here and other here. They will meet at 2 points, one at the starting and one here. And this is their second meeting point. So this has to be their first meeting point. Always in a circle, faster one has to travel more loops. In some other question, let us say there is Ramesh and there is Suresh. Ramesh and Suresh have a speed ratio of, let us say, 5/9. 5/9 is a speed ratio, and they both go in same direction. How many points can they meet at? All you have to do is subtract. What is the difference of their ratios? 4. So they will meet at 4 distinct points. They will meet at 4 distinct points. This will be the fourth one. The last meeting point is always at the starting point. Now, out of these, which is first, which is second, which is third, depends upon the direction of travel of these guys. If I say they are going right side, listen to my language. How can I find out which point it is? Here in theory, this person completes 5 circles. This person completes 9 circles. They meet how many times? They meet 4 times. If I want them to meet only first time, only one time I want them to meet, the meeting time is divided by 4. So can I say this person does not need to complete 5 circles. This person needs to complete 5 by 4 circles. So what is 5 by 4 circles? It is 1 plus 1 by 4 circle. So where will they meet for the first time? They will meet here for the first time. Slower one will complete 1 circle and then again 1/4. In same direction, the meeting points are consecutive. Language, follow the language. If I assume they are going clockwise, in same direction, the points are consecutive. Here, do you see? This is the first meeting point. This is not second. Second point is here. Meeting points are not consecutive. In opposite directions, meeting points are not consecutive. In same direction, meeting points are consecutive. See how I found this out. Slower one completes 5 circles. Faster one completes 9 circles. They meet 4 times. I don't want 4 meeting. I want first meeting. So I'm dividing the meeting by 4. So journey will be divided by 4. इसको 5 गोले नहीं करने हैं. This person needs 5 by 4 loops. 5 by 4 numerator is larger. 5 by 4 can be written as 1 plus 1 by 4. तो स्लोअर वाले का एक साइकिल पूरा हुआ और 1 by 4 ज्यादा हो गया. So they'll meet at 1/4 of the length. Take your time. Write this down in detail. You will not find so much detail in your books and your videos. यहाँ मिल रहा है, अच्छे से सीखो, लिखो. Done. Theory wise we are done. Small variations of this could be there. Comments done. I would like to see you guys are alive, awake and communicating. No, web speed is pretty close to a couple of Mbps, so screen would not be blurred. Because I'm under the shadow, so my image might be a little blurred. Good. Chalo. So you guys remember we have solved this question in the last lecture that we completed. I have re-put it here. Try. You have 3 minutes. Think different. Earlier, I had not covered the theory of number of meeting points, so I went full throttle with theory approach. You have a very good approach now. Take 2 minutes, take 3 minutes, try. Comment your answers.
A and B start together from the same point on a circular track and walk in opposite direction till they both arrive at the starting point. They have to arrive together till they arrive together at the starting point. A completes one round in 224 seconds. B completes in 364 seconds. How many times will A have passed B? Throughout this journey, how many times will A have passed B? Speeds are not known. Length of the track is not known. In theory, what have I taught you? The number of meeting points, the location of meeting points depends upon what? Speed ratio. Not even the speed, ratio of the speed. How can you derive speed ratio with the available information? Time taken by A to complete one circle is 224 seconds. Time taken by B to complete the same circle, wording is same circle, is 364 seconds. Because it is the same circle means distance is same. Whenever the distance is same, speed and time are inversely related. So speed ratio of A upon speed ratio of B will be reversal of time. What is time of B? 364. What is time of A? 224. Divide as much as you can. 4 into 91, 4 into 56. Looks like a multiple of 7. 7 into 13, 7 into 8. No longer division possible. 13 is a prime number. Now the condition is, how many times have they passed each other while traveling in opposite directions? While traveling in opposite directions, they will meet 21 times. And on the circle, this will be the 21st meet. They will arrive, opposite side, they will arrive here, A and B will arrive for their 21st meet. Are they crossing each other? No. So how many times has A crossed B? 20 times. If they meet anywhere on the circle, they are crossing each other. If they meet here, they are crossing each other. If they meet here, they are crossing each other. But when they meet at the starting point, at the end, they did not cross. So how many times did they cross each other? 20 times. This will be a difficult question for somebody who does not know the concept of meeting points. Somebody knows the concept of meeting point, ratio निकालना है. क्या चीज का? Ratio of what? Speeds. Opposite direction, speeds are added or speed ratios are added. You get the number of meeting points. This question could be done pretty much verbally. You don't need a diagram for this. You only need this ratio. Comment done. Now question can be complicated to nth level. Every time they meet, they interchange directions and also exchange speeds. I've put such questions in your class sheet. Try this. Take 3 minutes. Time लगेगा आपको because the races are more. Take 4 minutes if you need. Try. Comment your answers. Sprinters run a race starting from same point of a 1120 meter track, and all of them running clockwise. If the ratio of speeds of the sprinters are 1:2:3:4, how many distinct points on the circular tracks will or could any two sprinters meet? Slow down. Number of points of meeting does not depend upon length of the track. Irrelevant. All of them running clockwise. Directions matter. All of them running clockwise. According to me, to the right side. Ratio of the speeds are these. I'm calling these individuals A, B, C, and D. Ratio of speeds 1, 2, 3, and 4. See, the theory has been designed for ratio of two people. So whenever you solve this, you have to do it through ratio of 2. If I take the ratio of only AB, what is the gap? The gap is 1. Because direction is same, I'll be looking for difference. So where will AB meet? AB have only one value to or 1 point to meet. So AB will only meet at starting point. If I look at AC, 1:3, what is the gap? Gap is 2. So these yellow points, because the gap is 2, one of them will be this. AC will meet here and AC will also meet here. If I look at A and D, the speed ratio is 1 and 4, the gap is 3. They will meet at 3 points. They will meet at 3 points. So this point will always be there for AD. Now two equally spaced points will be these. So I've taken care of everything about A. Pair of AB, AC, AD. What pair will I take now? I will take pair BC. Speed ratio 2, 3. What is the gap between them? The gap is 1. So BC will meet here only. It is the same point. The question is how many distinct points are there? It is the same point they keep on meeting at. When I take ratio of BD, be careful. 2:4. The gap is not 2. You simplify. The gap is 1. So BD will again meet here. I don't care, the same point. So I have taken care of everything about BD. Now what? Now remaining is C:D, which is 3:4. What is the gap? The gap is 1. They'll again meet here. So how many points can they meet at? Any two sprinters should meet. So I've taken care of all possibilities. So 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, and 4. So they can meet at 4 distinct points. Now you guys might be thinking, sir, what if the numbers are complex? What if the numbers are 12, 17, 21, 35? Yehi karna hai. There's a small trick there. We count factors. थोड़ा अलग है, वो numbers में आ गया, वो यहाँ नहीं हो पाएगा. We count common factors. Common factor means common point. Take your time. Copy the solution. All of them were going clockwise. Direction is same. So I only have to find out gaps. What is the gap in their ratios? Copy this down. Confirm, done. moving on from this, try. Do you want me to raise the level of this particular problem? Let us do that. Let us do that. A small bit, a small bit. The question changes. The speed ratios are given to you. Speed ratios are given to you. A and C go clockwise. B and D go anti-clockwise. Opposite. B and D go opposite. Now find the number of meeting points, distinct meeting points, where any two sprinters could meet. Ratio 1, 2, 3, 4. Ratio is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Speed ratio is not changed. A and C are going clockwise and B and D are going anti-clockwise. How many points can they meet at? तो ये आपका homework है. You can pose this question if you are part of any group, WhatsApp, Telegram. Trouble others once you come across a good question. Trouble others. If you want me to solve that as well, let me know. Do you guys want me to solve that particular question? Okay. Chalo. Try this. X and Y are running a 1760 meter race ending in dead heat. Dead heat means they finished the race together. That is called dead heat. At first, X runs 20% faster than Y. Then Y quickens his pace for the remaining race and runs 20% faster than X. When Y quickens his pace, X has already run 800 meters, 1000 meters, 790 meters, 960 meters, or 760 meters. Earlier, X has a higher speed. X has a higher speed. After some time, Y increases the speed, and now Y has 20% higher speed than X. So when Y quickens the speed, how much distance has X covered? Take 2 minutes. Give it a shot. The question is clearly on linear races. how would you approach this particular question? The amount of time taken by both is same. There are so many tricks, there are so many observations which you guys usually not learn in conventional lectures, conventional classes. Focus on one detail. You're telling me it's a race. It's a race. In a race, at any moment, the time given to racers is same. When they start running together, and if I look at a particular time, let us say 3 minutes down the line, they were all given 3 minutes. Here, because the speed of x, are you guys able to hear me? Is the audio clear? Yeah, I just got the network, unstable network, low warning. Yeah, it's good here. Yeah, because we know speed of x and speed of y initially is in the ratio of 10 and 12. Speed of x is 20% more than y. So either you write 12 by 10 or you write 6 by 5. It's fine. It's okay. Now, do you understand? For the same time, the speed ratio should be same as the distance ratio of x and y. When y decides I am going to increase my speed, x has already traveled a distance which is multiple of 6. I will solve this question thoroughly once I verify this for you. Observe. When y quickens his pace, how much has x already run? X has covered a distance which is a multiple of 6. Out of these, this is the only multiple of 6. Only. So listen to this. Observe. Learn these things. If, observe, I'm again going to use better ratios to avoid any confusion. When this person has traveled 960 meters, how much would he or y have traveled? This is 160 into 9 and 160 into 6, and this will be 160 into 5. So let me draw this on number line for you, on the race line for you. This is total 1760 meters. X has traveled what? X has traveled 960. This is your X. So what is the gap in front of X? 800. How much has Y traveled? Please understand. How much has Y traveled? Y has traveled 800 meters at this moment. At this moment, X is here 960 meters. Y is here 800 meters. What is the distance in front of Y? It is 960. Follow this. Now, can I say in the time given to X, X travels because Y ka speed बढ़ गया. The distance traveled by X is 800 and distance traveled by Y is 960. The ratio of their speeds is 5:6. Follow the language. Y is traveling 20% more distance in the same time. So speed of Y is 20% faster. That is my answer. Take your time. Think over this. सोचो इसके ऊपर में. How did I reach that answer? And I verified it for you also. The earlier ratio is 6 by 5. X का 6 है, Y का 5 है. Now when I look at the remaining distance, Y का 6 है, X का 5 है. because y is traveling 20% more distance. Y is traveling 20% more distance. तो आपको पता पड़ गया इस केस में the y is 20% faster fellow. कितना देर लगा? How much time did it take me? With explanation 3 minutes. बहुत है ना? So such tricks usually are not covered in regular or standard classes. For such tricks to be developed, you need to go and appear cat. Like I go and appear cat every year. Under pressure ये सब चीजें click करती हैं. So you have to create these methods tricks there. अभी आपको बना बनाया मिल गया तो go and apply in the exam. What if there was no answer option? What if there was no answer option? अगर ऑप्शन नहीं है तो क्या करेंगे? It was a theta question. थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट होता है but it's doable. Question is, when y quickens his pace, x has already run how much? Distance x का पूछा है. When y quickens his pace, x has already run how much distance? Observe. What if, sir, what if none of this is known to us? We don't know these tricks, but आपको बहुत methodically सोचना पड़ेगा. So I'm adding one extra slide for you guys to learn this. This slide will not be shared. It's a temporary slide. The distance is 1760 because the speed ratio of x and speed ratio of y is 6/5. So distance ratio of x and y will also be 6/5. So I'm saying x ने कितना cover किया? X ने cover किया 6k. How much has y covered? Y has covered 5k. ये y है और ये x है. So what is the gap in front of x? In front of x it is 1760 minus 6k. What is the gap in front of y? 1760 minus 5k. अब थोड़ा संभल के. ऊपर में किसका डिस्टेंस है? x का. नीचे किसका डिस्टेंस है? y का. y is 20% more. If x is 100, y should be 120. If x is 5, y should be 6. अब करो क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई. Don't cancel or don't multiply 1760. लेफ्ट साइड में क्या आ गया? 6 into 1760. ये 6 मल्टीप्लाई होके क्या बन जाएगा? It will become 36k. राइट साइड में what is there? 5 into 1760 and minus 25k. इसको इधर ले आओ. What is 25? What is 25 minus 36 minus 25? 11k. इसको इधर ले जाओ. 6 minus 5 is 1. It is 1760. अब कर दो इसको कैंसिल. ये क्या वैल्यू है? k का वैल्यू. What is k? Cancel this, cancel this. K is equal to 160. K is 160. So how much has x traveled when y quickens his pace? X has traveled 6 into 160. Even if you don't apply that thought process, but you solve methodically like this, you'll have your answer in 4 to 5 steps. Copy this down. Once I move away from the slide, I cannot come back to it. Comment done here. Chalo. Moving on. Yeah. Good. Try this. A runs in clockwise direction on a circular track, whereas B runs on the same track but in anti-clockwise direction. But they start from same point. If their speeds are 15 and 35 meter per second respectively, at, follow the language, at what fraction of the track length measured in clockwise direction from the starting point does the 10th meeting take place? 10th meeting. What fraction of the length? It could be half a circle. It could be 2/3 of a circle. I do not. It could be a 3/5 of a circle. The wording is fraction. So decimal में answer आएगा और ratio में answer आएगा. What fraction of the length when measured in clockwise direction? According to me, going to the right side. Clockwise, this direction, they meet. 10th meeting take place. Take 1 minute. This question is not worth more than that. Take 1 minute and answer. Direction is same. No, direction is A clockwise, B anti-clockwise. Opposite direction का सवाल है. So right now if I see, गड़बड़ सवाल है. If I look at 15 by 35, 5 into 3, 5 into 7, 5 into 7. A goes clockwise, B goes anti-clockwise. Total points are 10. And the 10th meeting point is at the starting point. So you cannot find the distance from the 10th meeting point and starting point. It is the starting point. It is the starting point. So the fractional length is 0, 0 fractional length. They meet at the starting point. Let me change this now. What is the distance measured in clockwise direction for 13th meeting point and starting point? Now try. What is the distance measured in this given question? The 10th meeting point is the starting point, तो कोई सवाल ही नहीं बनता आगे solve करने का. 10th meeting point and starting point has no gap, 0 gap. But 13th meeting point, what fraction of length is there measured in the clockwise direction? Now, to answer this, you don't need a diagram. Learn these tricks. What this ratio means is A is the clockwise fellow. A is the clockwise fellow. उस पे ध्यान देना. When A travels 3 loops, B travels 7 loops. 7 loops. How many meetings happen? 10 meetings happen. Can I say I want the 13th meeting? 13th meeting is like the third meeting. I can solve it for 13 also. चलो 13 लिए बनाता हूँ. For 10 meetings, A completes 3 circles. Follow this. for 13 meetings. 13 meetings. Can I say I need to multiply this? So how many loops will A complete? 13 by 10 multiplied. क्योंकि हमें क्या जाना है? We need to go in the clockwise direction to measure. Clockwise में measure करना है, A पे focus करना है. So 39 by 10. What that means is 3 complete circles और क्या? 9/10 of a circle. 9/10 of a circle he will travel more. That is your answer. In the clockwise direction they will meet at 9/10 of the circle. अगर आपने सर्कल के 10 पार्ट किए होते, if you had done 10 partitions, let us say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and assume करो ये 10th है, that is the 10th partition, तो वो यहां पे मिलते, ये 9/10 सर्कल कंप्लीट क्लॉकवाइज 9/10 कंप्लीट करके यहां मिलते 13th टाइम. That will make more, that makes a more interesting question than 10th meeting point. लिखो इसको, सीखो. You do not need a circle for this, a diagram for this. Clear है? Good. Moving on. A, B, and C start running simultaneously from same point around a circular track of length 1200 meters. A and B running in same direction with a speed of 4 and 6, whereas C running in opposite direction with a speed of 6 meters per second. When will A, B, and C be together for the first time after the start? Not at the start. I did not say at the start. I said after they start running, when will be they together for the first time? Take a time. Take a minute or so. You won't need more time than this. ये बाबा उधर ही कमेंट करने का ना, वेट. Yeah. That instruction was when we have an extra slide. Comment done once you have taken care of this. Chalo. Try. when there are three people and you want them to meet for the first time, we have not seen theory for this, but apply common sense. Apply common sense. When you want three people to be together at a given point, what do we do? Observe. Observe. Chalo. So you solve them in again pairs. Let us say I'm focusing on a pair of AB and also on the pair of BC. A and B are going in same direction. So what is the time required for their first meeting? The time required is length of the track divided by difference of their speeds. What is the difference between these two speed? Difference is 2. So these guys will meet after 600 seconds, 1200 seconds, 1800 seconds. They will keep on meeting because first meeting time multiplied by n is the nth meeting time. Time required for B and C to meet is what? Total distance divided by relative speed. What is relative speed? A and B are going clockwise and C is going anti-clockwise. C goes opposite to these guys. C goes opposite to these guys. So speeds will be added. 6 plus 6, 12. So in 100 seconds they will meet. Listen to this. Because A is with B and C is also with B, if I could find a common multiple of these, can I say B is with C as well as with A? So all of them are together. What is LCM of these numbers? 600. So they'll meet in 600 meters. They'll all be together. You can take any one person common and solve. Let us say I solve it as AC and BC. अभी AC opposite direction में आ रहे हैं. The time required for AC is 1200 divided by 4 plus 6. So that is 10, 120 seconds. Time required for BC I have already calculated on the left side for you, 100 seconds. So B and C. A is with C, A is with C, B is also with C. If I can find a common multiple, they're all together. So if I take LCM of 120 and 100, and you'll find the LCM for these is again 600. It does not matter who is the common person. If you want multiple people to meet together on a circle, direction could be anything, you must have a common person. That's all. बाद में LCM ले लेना. In first example, who is the common person? B. The answer is 600 seconds. So A, B, and C, all of them will meet in 600 seconds. Who is the common person in second example? Second solution, C. As long as one person is common, you take LCM, they are all meeting. They are all going to meet. What if there are 4 people? A, B, C, and D. So you make, let us say, A common. You find time for AB, you find time for AC, and you find time for AD. और बाद में LCM ले लेना. One person has to be common if you want all of them to meet together. Confirm? Others as well confirm. Try. Sheila and Anshu are running in opposite direction on a circular track of 120-meter length, 120-meter length, with Sheila in the clockwise direction. They start from point O with the speed of 6 meter per second, 9 meter per second respectively. Every time they meet, they interchange their direction and speed. If they continue doing so, find out where will they meet for the 15th time. So where would be distance basically from O, or how far from the starting point. Give it a try. This is the first question I'm covering for you, where direction and speed both are interchanged. Give it a try. Take 2 minutes. Let me check the network. Yes, network speed is slow. Let me rearrange this. Yeah. Try now. Try. So here you need to understand their names are what? Sheila and Anshu. Sheila is going in the clockwise direction. Imagine this is the circle. The circle has track length of 120 meters. Sheila is going clockwise, and the first person name is Sheila. So first speed is of Sheila, and Anshu goes in the opposite direction. Second person, second speed. See, as soon as they meet somewhere, this is the faster one, this is the slower one. So imagine they meet here. Where was Anshu going? Anshu was going upwards. Now what Anshu will do is Anshu will reverse the speed, but the speed becomes 6. Sheila was coming down, so Sheila will go up, but the speed becomes 9. Now for a minute, don't look at their names. Don't look at their names. When the race started, somebody A, B or C, somebody was traveling in this direction with the speed of 9. Somebody was traveling. And somebody else was traveling with the speed of 6 in this direction. Do you see, even after they meet, somebody is still traveling with the speed of 6. So the name might have changed. Somebody is still traveling with the speed of 9. देखो 9 की speed से अभी भी शीला जा रही है. So the name might have changed, but there is somebody always traveling with the speed of 9 in anti-clockwise direction. There is always somebody with the speed of 6 traveling clockwise direction. Always. So they are opposite directions. कोई भी हो, A हो चाहे B हो चाहे C हो, they are traveling in opposite direction. So speed ratio is 3/2. Opposite direction, we add the ratio. They will meet exactly at 5 points. So can I say 15th point? 15th point would be the starting point. 15th meeting point will be the starting point. 15th meeting point will be the starting point. Confirmation on this? ये clear है? No, 15th meeting point will be same as the starting point. Total addition of the ratios is 5. 5th point is the last point. 10th point will be the last point. 15th will be the last point again. Chalo, moving on. This is a question from CAT. Not one word has been changed. It is same as it is. Take 3 minutes and try. A sprinter starts running on a circular path of radius r. Her average speed in meters per minute is pi r during first 30 seconds, pi r by 2 during the next 1 minute, pi r by 4 during the next 2 minutes, pi r by 8 during the next 4 minutes, and so on. What is the ratio of time taken to cover nth round to n minus 1th round? Time taken to cover nth round upon time taken to cover n minus 1th round. It could be second round upon first, or it could be third round upon second. That makes no difference. You need to find any round upon the previous one. So it makes sense. आप पहले दो round का निकाल लो. That is more than enough. No, it is GP. It is proper GP. This is geometric progression. आपको सेकंड अपॉन फर्स्ट का रेशो सेम मिलेगा एज थर्ड अपॉन सेकंड. इट्स अ प्रॉपर जीपी. Any answers that you guys have reached? Chalo. So observe this part. Here attempt is being made to change the speed. This is the speed, then the speed changes, then what changes? Speed, again speed changes. So this question could very well be part of sequence and series. I want you to focus on distance. One circle is worth how much? One circle is 2 pi r. 2 pi r. What is the speed? Speed is pi r. What is the time? Time is half a minute. See, the speed is what? In meters minutes. Meters minute. Time is in minutes. I have deliberately put time in minutes. So what will be the distance traveled? Distance traveled is pi r by 2. In half a minute, distance is pi r by 2. Now what becomes of the speed? The speed becomes pi r by 2 for how much duration? 1 minute. Speed into time is equal to distance. Did you observe something? It is the same length being covered. Speed and time are changing, but the length is equal. Look at this. What is the speed? Speed is pi r by 4. For what duration of time? For 2 minutes. How much journey is traveled? Pi r by 2 distance. The speed is pi r by 8. What is this? What is the time for this? 4 minutes. What is the journey traveled? Pi r by 2. So every time you are traveling pi r by 2. And how much is pi r by 2? Please pay attention. When I draw a line in the middle, the right side is pi r, the left side is pi r because there are 2 pi r's. When I draw one more line in the middle, this is pi r by 2. This is pi r by 2. This is pi r by 2. Can I say I will have to count 4 partitions? I will have to count 4 lengths for first circle. For first loop, I'll have to count these. What is the time taken? Time taken is 1 by 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4. Please observe the pattern. The time is getting doubled. So when I start the second loop, the time will be 8, 16, 32, 64. The numerator is time for second loop, denominator is time for first loop, and this is your answer. Now here as well, many people will try longer approaches. Don't do that. What can you take common? Listen to my language very carefully. What can you take common to make this 1 by 2? I can take 16 common. If I take 16 common, the first value becomes 1 by 2. Second value becomes 1. Third value becomes 2. Fourth value becomes 4. And that is your denominator. So what is the answer? The time ratio is 16. See how beautifully the question has been framed, how values have been manipulated. It will always be the same. The ratio will always be the same because that is the concept of GP. अभी जैसे मैं थर्ड का टाइम निकालता, थर्ड का टाइम would be 128, 256, 512, 1024. If I take second and third का रेशो, देखो 16 कॉमन लेते ऊपर 8 बन जाएगा, 16 कॉमन लेते ये क्या बन जाएगा 16, ये क्या बन जाएगा 32, तो फिर कैंसिल हो जाएगा. Second upon first low, third upon second low, it will remain the same. All you have to do is focus on what time does it take to complete one loop. Every time the loop is covered as 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. So you cover 4 1/4. One loop is complete. Again a cat question. Nothing has been changed. Not one word has been changed. Try. And trust me, अगर आपका अभी तक क्लियर हो गया है सर्कुलर रेसेस ट्रैवलिंग ऑन अ सर्कल, ये आंसर वर्बली आ जाएगा आपका. In a 4,000-meter race around a circular stadium having circumference of 1,000 meters, the fastest runner and the slowest runner reach the same point at the end of 5th minute for the first time. After the race starts, all the runners have same starting point. Each runner maintains a uniform speed throughout the race. The fastest runner runs at twice the speed of the slowest runner. What is the time taken by fastest runner to finish the race? What is length of one circle? 1,000 meters. What is the race length? 4,000. So anyone who completes 4 loops wins. So here, please start paying attention to numbers. When the 5th minute is ending, who meets? The faster person and the slower person meet at the end of 5th minute. And what are their speed ratios? Please pay attention. The faster one has twice the speed. ये 2 लूप करेगा, ये 1 लूप करेगा, तो they will meet in 5 minutes. Follow the language. ये 2 लूप करेगा. This person will do 2 loops. They will meet in 5 minutes. So how many loops are there to be completed? 4 loops. तो इसको डबल करेंगे. If I ask this person to complete 4 loops, he would be or she will be able to do that in 10 minutes precisely. कुछ नहीं करना आपको इसके अलावा. You don't have to move your pen. If you observe and if you understand, the ratio of the speed is 2:1. That means पहला बंदा 2 गोले करेगा, अगला बंदा 1 गोला करेगा. हमें 4 गोले करवाने हैं. So 5 मिनट का डबल, 10 minutes में they will meet for second time, which is the starting point. तो 4 लूप हो गए 10 minutes में, तो race is over. See, the ratio of their speeds is 2:1. That means जब first person completes 2 circles, second person completes 1 circle, they will meet. I want fastest person to complete 4 circles. तो 2 सर्कल करके मिलने में 5 मिनट लगते हैं, तो 4 सर्कल करने में the person will take 10 minutes. Why? That is the concept of relative speed. 1 circle extra must be covered. तो ये 2 गोले करेगा, अगला 1 गोला करेगा, they will meet. चलो, let's try this. Anu and Prem started running simultaneously. Be careful. From diametrically opposite points on a circular track. They ran in opposite directions and they met 12 minutes after 12 minutes for the first time. How long in minutes would they meet for the 7th time? Anu and Prem are not starting from same point. They are starting from diametrically opposite points. Does it matter who is where? Let us say this is Anu and this is Prem. And how do they travel? They travel in opposite directions. If Anu goes right, Anu travels clockwise, Prem goes anti-clockwise. They meet after how much time? 12 minutes. Can I say this basically means half loop? Half loop they travel together in 12 minutes. So they will travel one loop in 24 minutes. I want them to meet how many times? एक बार समझो. Once they meet, let us say they meet somewhere here. Anu is going downwards and Prem is going upwards in this manner. Can I say now if they want to meet, अब अगर उनको मिलना है, अब तो पूरा सर्कल करके आना पड़ेगा ना दोनों को. So this is the first meeting. They took 12 minutes. Second meeting, 24 minutes. Third meeting, 24 minutes. Fourth meeting, 24 minutes. Fifth meeting, 24 minutes. Sixth meeting, 24 minutes. Seventh meeting, 24 minutes. So what is this 24 into 6 plus 12? खत्म सवाल आपका. 144 plus 12. In 156 minutes they will meet. Absolute basic. Because they are diametrically opposite to each other, जो पहला meeting होगा, the first meeting will need half a circle's journey. Together they have traveled half a circle. तो आधा सर्कल 12 मिनट में, तो one circle 24 minutes में. And you want them to meet again and again and again 7 times total. तो ये पहला meet है. I will need 6 more meets and they will take 24, 24, 24 as time. Done. Very good. Let us complete this and then we'll take a break. You have one more session at 9 o'clock, 9 to 11. We can continue this. And boats and streams. I would like to cover boat streams and escalators. In a race, Ashwin beats Bumrah and Kevin by 20 and 15 meters respectively. As soon as Ashwin finishes the race, Bumrah doubles his speed and beats Kevin by 3 meters. Find the length of the racetrack. Find the length of the racetrack. So we have solved such questions. We have solved 3 such questions, 3. And I have shown you multiple ways to do that. The best method is lead and lag. Here there's a small difference. Speed is being doubled. Speed double ho raha hai. So focus on the first hint. I do not know what is the length of the track, but when Ashwin is here, he has defeated Bumrah by 20 meters. So Bumrah jo hai, he is 20 meters behind Ashwin. And where is Kevin? Kevin is 15 meters behind. अब बुमराह का 32 जगह भाई कुछ करना पड़ेगा. If I have to win, I have to double my speed. अब बुमराह का पहले क्या स्पीड था, we do not know. I do not know what was the speed of Bumrah earlier. Now what Bumrah does is I'll double my speed. So now Bumrah has completed the race. And Ashwin को कैसे हरा दिया? Kevin को कैसे हरा दिया? By 3 meters. So थोड़ा language पे ध्यान देना. Right now, at this moment, can I say, अभी फिलहाल, distance by Bumrah is what? 20 meters. भाई यहां से लेके from here, how much has Bumrah traveled? 20 meters. How much did Kevin travel? Kevin traveled, देखो 15 मीटर का गैप था, अभी 3 मीटर का अभी भी है, तो how much has Kevin traveled? 12 meters. अभी ये जो स्पीड है, ये जो स्पीड है, it is not the natural speed of Bumrah. ये क्या है? It is twice the speed of Bumrah upon Kevin. भाई Kevin did not change his speed, Bumrah doubled his speed. So थोड़ा ध्यान देना. Right now, the actual speed ratio, the original speed ratio is 10 by 12. So how much has Bumrah traveled actually? If the total distance is d, Bumrah has traveled d by 20. How much has Kevin traveled? D by 15. That ratio is 10 by 12. खत्म आपका सवाल. Simplify this. This is 5 by 6 cross multiply. 6 into d minus 120. 5 into d minus 75. इसको इधर भेज दो. d is equal to 120 minus 75. There's your answer. So focus on the end result. Moving on. Comments done. Yeah, that is fine. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So see, I'll message you in the group. Confirm it. We'll pick up from the next problem. We'll pick up from the next question. All right. I'll see you in the next session.